Last night was Purge Night in Kiev. Why? And Zero Hedge has the headline, Ukraine was rocked by a massive corruption scandal, the largest since the Russo-Ukrainian war began. Wave of top officials resign. Sports cars, mansions, luxury vacations as people suffered. And apparently there was also an egg swindle involved in all of this. What was the egg swindle? Well, the egg swindle was apparently members of the Ukrainian government were procuring eggs at a low cost, but then charging the government a much higher cost for it and pocketing the difference. So we're seeing so far a top presidential advisor to Zelensky, 4 deputy ministers, among those 2 defense officials, along with 5 regional governors have all either resigned or been fired. We're also possibly hearing arrests. This is mismanagement of aid funds for purchased food, embezzlement, driving expensive cars, while, of course, the common people suffer under wartime conditions. Now, I'm going to go out and say something right now, because when I went to Ukraine, when we did this program, Human Events Daily, from the back of an old Soviet train, the night train to Odessa, what did we talk about? I said, the media wants you to take sides. Are you pro-Russia or are you pro-Ukraine? Are you pro-Russia? Are you pro-Ukraine? Which side are you for? Pick a side, Poso. You need to be on one side. And I said, look, my side is obviously, I don't want there to be war. But at the same time, my side is always going to be the side of the people. And I'm going to call out anybody who stands in the way of peace, because there are good people that are caught in the middle of this thing who don't deserve this. They never deserve this. I've got family that lives in this region. I've got family that's lived through the horrific warfare of Eastern Europe many times. The winners in this are always false winners. Because, okay, you put up a flag, you say you won, but how many people had to die? How many families were destroyed in the fighting? How many children lost their lives? How many atrocities went on? While the politicians and the elites are running around buying luxury cars, going on vacations. One of them, by the way, was the deputy prosecutor general, who's just been fired. Not the first time Ukraine has fired a prosecutor general, because we all remember none other than President Biden himself bragged about getting a prosecutor fired in Ukraine. Why? Because he was investigating the individual that Hunter Biden was associated with when it came to Burisma. It's amazing how you can't even talk about Burisma anymore. It's like, even even on the right, people are kind of don't talk about it as if it's like some totally separate thing. No, it's not a separate thing. The entire thing has been connected all the way to the top, all the way from the start. Victor Pinchuk was the number 1 donor to the Clinton Foundation. Burisma was paying the Biden family. We know this. We've known this the whole time. This has been an oligarch fight. The best way to look at this is an oligarch fight with people caught in the middle, horrifically caught in the middle. And by the way, folks, if you think what they've been doing with your American tax dollars is bad, just in terms of buying cars, grifting for food, if you think it's bad what they did with the eggs, wait till you find out what they've been doing with the guns. Wait till you find out what they've been doing with the arms that have been sent to Ukraine, the missiles that have been sent to Ukraine. This stuff goes missing before it even arrives at the front lines. They're selling it off to gangs in Kiev. They're selling it off to anybody who's got the money to pay for it. Because the money's flowing, the guns are flowing, the arms are flowing. And who gets released from jail? Victor Bout, the world's number 1 arms dealer, or should I say, as we learned from Lord of War, from the great Andrew Niccol, who, if you watched our special with Nur bin Laden, we were just chatting about him. Victor Bout's only the number 2 arms dealer. The number 1 arms dealer is the President of the United States.